I think this leads me somewhere new. Well, to a room at least. Take that. So I think not all of them offer like a map or progression or anything. Sometimes they're just a little extra. Like you find a photograph or some extra items, whatever it is. Really interesting cube. But we'll take that. Sideways one we definitely haven't done. So just do my best to basically try out most of the configurations. Like there's not much logic to what I'm doing right now. Just trying to find combinations that I haven't done before, and hoping that they continue to lead me to something. So I think this might still be a configuration that I have done. This is the photograph one. Okay. Try some of these again. I think that they might be like the flipped orientation of those, which might give you something different second time around. Or give you nothing at all. No map. Still no map. Again, I have to assume that if it's somewhere you've been before, he pulls out a map. Right? So back to this again. Yeah, I think this one I hadn't been able to go into before. Yeah, okay. Here we go. I'm hoping this is the last one I need. I think I might get a bit ruined in this place. Yeah, lots of that red lighting, which is at this stage it's either a save or it's him. Nothing in between. So we might be heading for a boss fight here. Let me heal up fully. Yeah. Oh god. Always love it when there's a whole bunch of them lying around on the floor. Already in pools of blood. Each of them will receive 5 hits. If something happens after that, then we take it on the chin. But I think I've done a fairly good job of conserving rifle rounds at least. We're up to 25 rifle rounds. And I still believe they're probably stronger than the shotgun. So, not too bad. Very busy. Let's see the map. It's a knife one. I guess while they're up, they take more than 5 hits to kill, so when they're down, why would it be any different? But let's have a look. We've yet to find our first non-dead one. But we'll see. Try and be diligent still. This. A lot of options here. Whenever I see this, I just think escape route. Because this is the room that I've been in, right? Yeah. So there's probably an escape path of some kind. Because we get those juicy iframes when we try to go through something like that. And vault over, like it's giving you a little bit of a path here. So I think during the chase, some of these will emerge. Just so many rooms. Start. Locked. Locked. That makes life a little easier. But is this a repeat of the room that we had before? I think so. These are like areas that we've had before. So isn't there like... Yeah, this feels like apartment 201 or whatever it was. Like a variation of that maybe? Maybe I'm talking shit. But like, I think we're revisiting an area that we haven't been in before. That's my feeling. 5 shotgun shells, wow. Why would we need 5 shotgun shells? Right, so I think everything in this area is checked. And now we have this door. Okay. So we'll start with that one, that should be a quick, easy one. Whoop. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Quick dash through to here. Ah, that's... Now I'm fucked. Now I'm screwed. I need to syringe fast. Yeah, so all that legwork I did, kind of not helpful right now. Wait. They all went down again? Oh, that's so interesting. So I survived the onslaught. God damn it. It's not fair. Just stay dead. Wow. Messy. Yeah, I thought it might be a bit of an escape route, but it almost ended up being my doom. But we made it through. Just run. That was just... I think it wasn't at 100%. So I think this is going to keep happening here. But there's at least one that's awake. Because we've got the radioactivity going. Yeah, I only used up like 1 bullet in that whole sequence, so I'm not too dissatisfied. I guess it is a bit of a you survive for a certain amount of time, so maybe just running around is kind of good enough here. You don't have to go too crazy with bullets and such. Let's see. I do think it's on a timer. Yeah, it's on the timer. But how is it able to do this with them? That's the question. Ah, so it couldn't reach me from there. Yeah. I did see the mannequin though. It was hiding there. So I never made a break into this room. If I did, then I would have had to deal with that. I think it was here, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was basically standing here. Now, I don't know if you linger too long, does the door close again? 4 shotgun shells. To be fair, that's not too far off what I actually tried to use. I panicked a little at the start because I wanted to clear these out as quickly as possible before the knife one came. But I think it's not too bad an idea to try and kill like 1 or 2 of them, and then the rest is like you just try to run. If you have this much space and there's only 1 of them with a knife chasing you, I think you can stay alive for fairly long. So it might be a decent strat. Let's keep it going. Honestly, I might try the rifle here. I've got 25 rounds. I might use it for 1 or 2 quick kills if I can manage it. Alright. So let's try and map out this area. Didn't give me much time there. What we got? Ah, it's this fucker. I think this is where iframes are going to help a little. Like, use these relatively regularly. Stay on the move. It's like run around a lot here. So I let it come close and then just keep moving. I saw that spider. But again, as long as I keep moving and I use my iframes when I'm like climbing over shit, I think that gives me a decent chance. Yeah, so the spider's not committing to attack, as you can see. So I think it's quite a long one to survive here, but I'm doing it. Not even looking down at the bottom. Don't need to. Since they're all going to be removed eventually. Yeah, don't care. Go back the other way, doesn't matter. Yeah. Getting closer. It's tense though. Come on. So what about the one below? Is that still... We're okay. Yeah, sometimes it's better to just run, man. So I managed to do that one. No damage. The Dan's Go 8 no damage run of Silent Hill 2 coming soon. I basically figured it out. Is there going to be any more, or have we run the gauntlet? Are we safe? I don't know if the save... I think the save means there is one more, probably. Okay. So, we've avoided getting ruined so far, but this might be the Pyramid Head variant of it. Oh, wait a minute. This is the other side of the... no, it's not. For a second I thought it was the other side of the wall. Can't do much else here. Keep up the sprint. Does this take us all the way around to the start now? 208. Yeah, I suspected that one of the rooms was 201. Oh, this is Maria's room. Wow, now.
Maria? Eerie.
So she appears to be dead a second time. Obviously they drew a lot of attention to the bracelet that she has on. I can't link the bracelet directly, if I'm being honest, right now. I think basically I'm quite far behind in editing in terms of where I am here. But it might be one of those things where, again, when I'm editing through and I get to see certain scenes and moments again, obviously I might be able to put pieces together, but not right now. Obviously the only thing that I'm thinking, obviously we had the stuff with Angela in the previous session that I played. And with that one, obviously there's a whole story of abuse there from her father. And I just don't know if these NPCs that we meet, are they all like victims of a common evil, like a single person, or do they all have their own individual stories and their own monsters and their own demons? And we're kind of potentially uncovering all of them on this journey. Now, for her, obviously, she looks like she's been badly beaten to death, basically. We had the scene with her when we went to the strip club, and like in the backstage bit, I think I saw a butterfly. And I don't know, I mean, it doesn't seem an outlandish idea to think that she potentially used to work there. And maybe whoever was in charge of there, like behind the scenes, there was some really horrible shit going on. So I think we're slowly starting to put together a bit more of her story. Obviously the whole, like, we saw her get stabbed by Pyramid Head and then she was just fine and stuff. Obviously I don't know how all of that kind of links in. But regardless of all of that, I think we're still getting a bit more of these guys' story and what's happened to them and what they're victims of as it goes on. Eddie, of course, is one of the most curious ones, because Eddie's the one that has the most suspicious circumstances. Obviously, he seems a bit of a disturbed guy, and he's done some already very, very shady, questionable things. But what is his deal? Like, which one of those? Because obviously we had the bit with like the 6 stories or the 5 stories. Which one does he belong to? Because it's becoming, I think, increasingly likely that each of these NPCs is probably like represented by one of those stories. So we'll see. But we must be edging closer towards the final part of this game at this stage.
What the hell?
Destroyed. Ah, this is blade. Okay, hold on. Let's throw in a save. I have a feeling that that wall we can go to now. Well, we go through now. Let's have a look at this. New melee weapon? Or maybe we can use it to cut through. Wow. It puts Pyramid Head's power into perspective a little bit. You can barely drag it. But you have to keep just walking straight. Why is he? Doing our best Pyramid Head impression to get through here. He just doesn't seem to walk straight with it. I can't get him to walk straight. But given what he's dragging around, it's probably not easy. Can I let it go? There we go. That's our way out. And why did he leave that there for us? How close are we to the finish? I have no idea if I'm basically almost there now, or if there's still another like 5 hours. At this stage, obviously, I just cannot tell. Oh, here we go. Right. Quick save first before we start to have a look at these. See some names. They might all be already dead. Everyone, obviously. All along. I think that's the type of outcome that definitely wouldn't surprise anyone. Like, none of who we've seen is real. Like, all of the NPCs have been dead. It's just been James by himself. Kind of seeing the ghosts and memories of these victims, potentially. Right, let's have a look. This felon drank one last bottle of ale before he was executed and laid here to his eternal rest. The music again, though, it's oh, we're not jumping yet. Hold on. I think this might be a little bit of a, yeah, you decide where to jump. Oh, wait, no. Okay, it's not a choice. Yeah, Angela Orozco. Empty grave. Eddie Dombrowski. Hasn't been much of a broski in this one. Walter Sullivan. I think there's been mention. Sullivan. Take the health. Still 2023, we're doing well. Miriam K. Traitor. This one, okay. Yeah, so at least I think the NPCs that we've seen, Laura isn't represented here. I don't think. But Angela, obviously, is the interesting one. Eddie, also. So these two are out. And then, who is... Maybe this is Laura. No. There you go, James Sunderland. Well, well, well. And again. What are the chances that any of that is even real and not just some warped... messed up mind projection of what he's seeing here. Flip nose. But he's going to have to jump into his own grave in order to progress. That's crazy. Let's do it. Nothing like jumping into your bottomless grave. Surely there's got to be a lake section. Gotta be. I'd be very surprised if we never end up on the lake. Like, specifically on the lake, or on the island on the lake, like something like that. But it's all gone like completely surreal for like the last, I think, maybe 3 to 5 hours. It's all kind of just like geography. It's all like a nightmare world at this stage. Like the early one with the town, exploring the town, it all felt more like a kind of a standard. Well, again, a bit more Resident Evil-y, a little bit more The Last of Us-y, that kind of thing. But now, it's really like, especially in the last 5 to 7 hours, I think it's really differentiated itself from those games. In terms of its like level and area design. They definitely just feel like nightmare escapes at this point. And that's why it's just impossible to tell where you really are and what's really happening to you and all of that kind of stuff. It's all... Oh boy.
Couldn't leave well enough alone, huh? You just had to follow me all the way out here. How many times do I have to kill you?
Eddie. Whoa, Eddie. It's me.
Oh. Hi, James.
Eddie, what are you doing?
What's it look like I'm doing? You fat, disgusting piece of shit, you make me sick. You gonna cry, fat ass? You gonna run to your mama? Waste of skin, why don't you just kill yourself? Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And a corpse can't laugh!
Eddie.
What's that? You want to talk down to me some more? Tell me to relax? You're just like the rest of them, James.
No, I don't want...
Shut up! You think I'm stupid. You think I don't see it. But you've been laughing at me all along. Ever since we first met. But you ain't laughing now, are you?
You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. You and me, we're the same. We're not like other people, don't you know that? Well, you're about to find out.
Oh, you're about to find out, huh? Damn. So, this one that was already dead, I think it should be the same character. The one that we saw dead in like the canteen looking place. There it goes. Another one there. How many times do I have to kill you? And well, Eddie was the one that I was a bit more confused about in terms of his backstory. And it seems like he's a guy that was driven to insanity or suicide by torment. And just ridicule and just being outcast from society. That's how it seems, at least. That's his version of the story. I doubt it's literally just one person. Like this guy, whoever this person is that's haunting him. I doubt that it's just that person that drove him there. But definitely seems to be a very big part of the problem. All those corpse versions of it lying around. Okay. Looks good.